Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas State Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Utah's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Utes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the shotgun, the inside give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They feed him again. And the Wildcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. First and 10. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with second and 4. Right back to the well. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They go to the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Kansas State quick to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Kansas State in business in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They move the tight end all over. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Utes have their offense in high gear. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try to pop the draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it down the middle.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Snags it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Utah, 9. Kansas State, 0.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Running to the left. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now the play fake. He uncorks one deep. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Wildcats are in the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Utes will call on their punt team. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to the running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Proctor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're facing a third down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Got it set up on the outside. Open space at the 25. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking for room, it's Frost. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Might as well give it to him again.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He makes the grab, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and made. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. First down here for the offense. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Now on 1st down from the 40. Right back to the well. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. On the ground with the counter. Thrust that arm out. Running with power. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They'll give it to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to throw on third down. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, Utah, 9.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up second down.
They give it to him again. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol.
And that's a first down.
Handoff to the single running back. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Another first down.
They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Skips away from pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, if you're the offense, 2nd and short, you're trying to take a shot thinking if you don't get it, you'll just run. But the good news is you didn't lose that many yards. So still 3rd and very manageable, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Let's it go to the end zone. defenders and picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.